and welcome to NS India News. I am Lois Christian. Let's take a look on our today's bulletin. Former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who has been ailing for long, was admitted to AIIMS on Monday, sparking concern which saw PM Narendra Modi along with several others rushing to the institute. Vajpayee, who has been bedridden since 2009, has been suffering from lower respiratory tract infection and kidney-related issues. In a late-night statement, AIIMS said the former PM has been diagnosed with a urinary tract infection for which appropriate treatment is being given and a team of doctors are closely monitoring him. Sources in AIIMS describe the condition of BJP stalwart as critical, with his sole kidney and lung performing at their lowest capacity. The 93-year-old will be under supervision of AIIMS Director Randeep Gulera, who has been treating him for nearly 15 years. Vajpayee, who is diabetic and has only one functional kidney, suffered a stroke in 2009 which affected his cognitive abilities. He was admitted to the hospital at around 11:30 a.m. His condition soared by the evening. PM Modi also reached the hospital and spent about 50 minutes in the cardio-neuro center talking to doctors and Vajpayee family. Bureau Report, NS India News. Congress President Rahul Gandhi offered interesting analogies on Monday to argue that skilled OBC communities are being given short shrift by the Modi government. Unlike abroad, where the owner of Coca-Cola used to sell lemonade in the US while the owners of McDonald's ran a dhaba. Rahul said besides Coca-Cola and McDonald's, top automobile companies like Ford, Mercedes and Honda were started by mechanics. The analogies came at an OBC convention of the party where Rahul sought to illustrate the point that unlike meritocratic systems abroad, the government was not giving opportunities and financial support to highly skilled backward communities in India. Promising to give OBCs their due share in politics, Rahul attacked PM Modi for saying India lacks skills and requires skillings. He said the PM's remark was a lie, as OBCs were highly skilled but were not being given opportunities. He blamed the Modi government and RSS, saying, "Our dhabawalas or mechanics do not lack knowledge but doors of banks, and politics are shut for our dhabawalas, mechanics, dhobis and other backward classes." Bureau Report, NS India News. Gujarat has been keenly awaiting respite from the heat and humidity experienced over the past few days, but the system bringing the southwest monsoon has weakened over the state. As a result, rain will be delayed in much of the state. According to India Meteorological Department (IMD) officials, only parts of the South Gujarat may experience light showers in the coming days. Jayanta Sarkar, the regional director of IMD, said that parts of Saurashtra, Kutch, North and Central Gujarat are not likely to get any rain in the next 5 days. A system that was forming over the state has weakened due to multiple factors, including wind from the northern direction, he said. The state was expected to receive early monsoon with early start to the season in Kerala. However, after good rains in Maharashtra, the system was diverted towards the northeast direction. Meanwhile, Ambaji, Khed Brahma and Saputara received the first rain of the season on Monday. Most parts of the Gujarat state reported high level of humidity and high temperatures. Bhavnagar was the hottest city in Gujarat, recording 41.2 degrees Celsius, followed by Surendranagar, Vallabh Ahmedabad and Dhisa. Bureau Report, NS India News. Officials of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare have found that hearts harvested from brain-dead patients were given to foreign nationals, bypassing Indian patients on the waiting list. In 2017, foreigners got about 25% of all heart transplants in the state and 33% of the lung transplants. Based on a specific input that at least 3 hearts were retrieved from brain-dead patients and were given to international patients in recent months in Chennai. The Directorate General of Health Services convened an urgent meeting in New Delhi recently and framed strict guidelines for allocation of organs to foreigners. It is difficult to digest that Indian hearts are not matching with our own Indian patients, but are matching with foreigners. How is it possible? It seems that Indian money is not matching with foreigners' money. Really sorry to write that we are so greedy that we don't bother to help poor Indian patients and are trying to manipulate the waiting list for foreigners, said in a message on a WhatsApp group set up for the purpose of organ allocation. The group comprises officials of the Tamil Nadu Transplant Authority and representatives of all government hospitals and major private hospitals which are licensed for organ transplantation. Bureau Report, NS India News. Two policemen were killed and at least six security personnel injured in twin pre-drawn attacks by militants in South Kashmir's Pulwama and Anantnag districts on Tuesday. A police official said three policemen guarding a government building were shot at in the darkness by an unknown number of militants in Pulwama town. Two service rifles were reportedly looted from the picket, said the police. The three injured policemen were shifted to Srinagar's Sri Maharaja Hari Singh Hospital for treatment. Earlier, militants hurled grenades on a CRPF party at Anantnag's Janglat Mandi. 5 CRPF personnel sustained minor injuries and they were shifted to a hospital for treatment and are stable. This incident came at a time when Muslim devotees across the Kashmir Valley were busy participating in Shab-e-Qadr. Special night-long prayers were held in the holy month of Ramzan. The Union Home Minister announced the cessation of operations on May 16. Bureau Report, NS India News. Tripura Governor Tathakta Roy has given exception to the history textbooks in the state school in distorting facts and has urged the state government led by Chief Minister Biplab Deb to take immediate corrective measures. These textbooks say a country called the Soviet Union existed but do not mention that it is gone now. These textbooks also say that China is a socialist country, said the governor on Sunday at a conference of the gazetted officers Sangh, a newly formed union affiliated to the RSS-backed Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. Billions of dollars of American capital are invested in the country, China. Their products are being exported to the US and other, so they are called capitalist parties. These things are not mentioned in the school books, Roy said. He urged Education Minister Ratanlal Nath that such distortions should not continue and to take immediate corrective measures. Bureau Report, NS India News. Well, that's all for today. Keep watching NS India News. This is me, Lois Christian, signing off. Goodbye.